Welcome, everyone. We are back with ERT News. This is episode 3. Welcome, Anton. What's going on today? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Episode number 3, número
Episode.
tres. Let's rock and roll.
All right, today's topics, we're going to do a little bit of a recap. If you were paying attention to episode number 2 or you saw us launch, Partnership Fast Track is now available in the classroom. So we'll talk through that a little bit. And also, our new call schedule is in effect as of today. So it's August. We're pumped up. We got a lot going on. We're also going to talk through what's ahead. So snag your early bird VFO Collective ticket for June. But if you can't wait till June, we are going to talk through the Fusion Lab coming up this January. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk through the Partnership Fast Track. We
I
launched.
know. I love
It's
it. I love it.
live.
I love it. So much work went into this. I'm so excited to roll this out. All right. So the Partnership Fast Track completes what I just referred to as the Fast Track family. And Jenna said, "Ooh, I like that." So I'm going to use it. So late 2024, we started working on the virtual family office fast track, VFO fast track. The idea was, how do we come alongside the member, you guys, gals, guys and gals, and just get way more involved in terms of helping you to actually close business using the virtual family office. So we launched a pilot of that in late 2024. We officially launched that in April, and it's been rock and roll. We've been really excited. There's definitely a lot more success that's coming from that. And then that gave us the opportunity to start working on the other side of the coin, right? There's the VFO, virtual family office, then the same coin, but just the other side is the partnerships with the accountants. And so the partnership fast track basically completes this fast track approach. And with the partnership fast track, we now focus on bringing a lot more value through one-on-one role-playing support, but also attending accountant meetings, and accountant meeting number 1, 2, and 3 with you. So the partnership fast track is where our team comes alongside. We help you through the 5 steps that I'll talk about in a moment of the partnership process with accountants. Now, the main thing I want to touch on with the fast track is what we did is we took 80 plus hours of training content and we boiled it down to about 3 hours and 2 minutes, if I'm correct on that. And so we will lead you through that training, and then it's also all about activity. So the goal on the partnership fast track from when you start working with us in the partnership fast track is to help you secure your first accountant partnership in 45 days. All right, Jenna, now go to that slide that you just showed. I want to quickly touch on the 5 steps of the accountant partnership process. And literally, like, these have not changed for the last 11 years. We've just continued to evolve and simplify them. So the
I
5
mean,
steps are,
they look nicer than 11 years ago, I
they're
have to
beautiful. I love them.
say.
The 5 steps are how to identify the ideal accountant, how to actually reach out to them and contact them, how to engage them in a 3-step meeting process. That's where we jump in. We role play with you. We attend those meetings with you. We get them to the point where they sign the engagement agreement, agree to the terms of the relationship, working with you consistently. We'll present them with 2 different options. One is called the VFO Associate Accountant. For those of you that are familiar with the legacy training, that's basically the option 1. And the second is a new option for them, the VFO Fast Track for accountants. So it's very similar to the VFO Fast Track for advisors. It's just we can actually lead your accountants through the same process, really get you to that next circle there, which is the monetize, get you to that monetize section much, much quicker. Monetize, it's not all about money, but if the tree does not produce fruit, it's not sustainable. So we need to make sure we get the relationships there. And then finally, the 5th is maintain. How do we maintain that partnership so you're not just out there spinning your wheel and 12 months from now kind of looking for the next accountant and the next accountant and the next accountant, but rather you're focusing on maintaining those partnerships. Let me share my screen, if I may, because I want to point out just 2 more things before I turn it back over to you. One is this partnership fast track. If this sounds interesting, what we'll do below this video is we will include a link to this post here about exciting news. The partnership fast track is now live. It goes through more details of exactly what it is. There is no additional cost for it. There is no growth credits. There is no additional revenue share. And we would just ask you, if you are interested, to go ahead and comment on this post. We will reach out to you and get you kind of teed up for it. And then I do want to show you in the classroom, everybody now has access to both fast track programs, right? So the virtual family office fast track and the partnership fast track. Again, 80 hours of training content since we first launched, boiled it down to just over 3 hours. I think it's much simpler. I think it's cleaner. It's more modern. So you can go through this and you can have access to all of the templates and the presentations and the scripts, everything yourself if you want it. Additionally, if you want our team to go through it with you and role play and attend meetings and help you with all the objection handling, sign the engagement agreement, etc., we're happy to do that. Comment below that post. We are putting a cap of 5 new people per month. So we are already at September in terms of a waiting list, just because it's so time intensive for our team to do that. And I don't think I mentioned this, but at the beginning, for the foreseeable future, it'll be Ian Wellham from our team. They'll actually be the one that role plays and attends those accountant meetings with you, which is killer because Ian's an accountant by background. He's an accountant and he's also securities license, insurance license. So he's like the perfect blend of both of those. And I think it's gonna be a game changer. I'm really excited about it, if you can't tell. So give us some feedback. Let us know what you think of the partnership fast track now that it's officially
100,
launched.
100%. We're all super excited. And it's not just because we want to have this fast track family, right? It's because it's working. As Anton said, it's rocking, it's rolling. We're trying to replicate that through the partnerships with someone like Ian leading that charge. Ian has done hundreds, if not thousands, over the past few years with accountants, their clients, the advisors they're working with. If I wanted someone to take me through this process, I'm going to want Ian Wellham to do it. And what's really cool about that is he is kind of the one who will then train other Ians to help with that as we move forward. So it's a really cool thing to see start taking shape for those who already have kind of tapped into the pilot. Ian's having a lot of fun. So
I
it's really
like that.
exciting.
You know what? That's a really good point, Jenna. I just remembered. We went back and we looked at the number of accountant meetings that Ian has had, which is well over 100. I think it's close to 200 just in the last 12 to 18 months.
Yep.
When he's doing it for growth credits as proactive facilitator, he had an 82% yes rate, meaning 8 out of 10 accountants that he attended with the advisors moved forward. So you can see hopefully why you can tap into just his experience, and it's going to really accelerate the learning curve. All right, new call schedule. I think I told you, Jenna, that I would cover this one. And then you can run with the event. So the new call schedule is officially live. Typically, I'd be on a Catalyst call on a Tuesday, but we are really refining the calendar down to 3 events per week, 2 for Catalyst, 1 for Fusion. The Monday is always going to be the VFO focused call. So case studies, strategies, educational, power hours, etc. So Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. No call on Tuesday. Wednesday will only be for the Fusion Mastermind call at the 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. And then Thursday will be the once a week Catalyst collaboration call, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. I will host, Ian will host, we'll have Sarah Freitas from the marketing calls on those. Jenna will jump in once in a while. Our in-house CPA, Tim Gacy, will be on those as much as possible. So we're kind of pushing more of the collaboration to the Thursday and then no call on Friday. So that is the new revised schedule, August onwards.
I've been looking forward to Thursday all week. I'm like, man, all my people are going to be there. We're going to usually me and Ian have a great time. So I'm even more excited to see everybody, hopefully this Thursday, same time, same link. All right, cool. So exciting stuff. Elite Virtual Family Office Collective is going live for you to snag your early bird seats. Now, it is June 25th, 26th. We've already rolled out a save the date, Fusion Mastermind Day on June 24th. Why do we why do we plan this so far in advance? Are you asking, Jenna? You just got finished planning this last event. Well, we want to make sure you have it on your calendar. We want to make sure that you have ample time to invite any accountants or partners that you want to come out to the event with you. When we tell you the biggest aha our community has is when they're out in these seats in San Diego. We're doing it at the same hotel as last year, the Westin Gas Lamp. And this is what the tickets look like. Now, early bird $395. You have to reserve it before December 31st. So, yeah, from now until the end of the year to snag that early bird seat. If you do it between now and then, you'll get a nice ebook from the One Big Beautiful Bill Act that you can share with clients. You can send to CPAs. You can have CPAs send it to clients. But why are we saying this now, right? We really want to make sure that you're reserving these seats now at the earliest price. You're really saving a ton of money rather than registering between May and June of next year, just because you maybe, we put some things off sometimes, but go ahead, snag it out. You know you want to be there. You know you're coming out. So go ahead, purchase a ticket. That is for any Catalyst member, non-member. If you have someone that's interested or said, hey, it looks like you had a lot of fun last year, and I think I want to come out with you. Snag them a seat. Just go ahead and you'll go to this page, hit reserve. You'll go to a payment link after that. Just make sure you fill out the registration page, and you will be good to go and receive a confirmation email from us. Now,
Love it.
if June feels like way too far, don't forget that our Fusion members do get access to our much smaller event, the Fusion Lab. And I know that I say I love the Elite VFO Collective, but when I tell you that I love the Fusion Lab, I truly mean it. It's a much more select group with our Fusion members, and it is going to be January 14th through 16th. So if you've ever had this notion, hey, you know what? I think I've been wanting to tap into the Fusion community. Now would be the time to do it. You get one ticket out to the Fusion Lab for upgrading to Fusion if you were going to go that route. It is going to be at Paradise Point in San Diego. It's a beautiful resort. I want you to think about the Elite VFO Collective as sort of this, the Super Bowl, right? It's a grand kind of, we have different specialists that come, the whole team is there. Fusion Lab is much more intimate. It's kind of like a home game. And that's really where we strategize beforehand. What are we going to do through 2026 to make sure that we're capitalizing on everything it is that you need to have a successful year? And we take some of that into not only the collective, but of course, everything that we integrate at Elite from now until then.
Love it. Well said.
Alrighty, well, we've got a lot coming up for you in the next episode. There's some things that we really want to make sure are on the roadmap. For instance, I know right now we've got a couple of VFO specialists that are getting onboarded that I'm hoping we can announce next time on episode 4, and a few other little things that we have that we're going
Little
to be
things. Yes.
announcing soon.
Yes. Yes. Well said.
So make sure you're tuning in. I've told our team, you better be watching the news. If you're watching the news, you don't know what's going on. I think you're a little behind. You got to stay on top of the news. Make sure you're watching it. Hope you're having some fun with us. And we'll drop all the links that you need from this past episode in the comments below. But Anton, anything else as we wrap things up today?
Nope. You covered it well.
Love it.
Nope.
All right. See you next time. Thanks, everybody.
So